It's always difficult to narrow things down to just 5 things, but if I was to choose 5 things for setting up an event that are absolutely essential, the first is going to be only take on what you know you can achieve. Don't be overambitious, because sadly you are likely to fail. Secondly, and I'm going to keep this within the frame and reference of gigs, because we tend to do festivals and gigs. Sometimes we do house parties and other styles of event, but for the music business it's mostly gigs. And the most essential thing is to choose the right venue. And when you choose the venue, make sure you understand exactly what they're going to provide you with. Have they got a back line? Do you know what back line means? That's basically the drums, the amps, the amplification units that the band will use on stage. Many venues have a PA system, but they won't necessarily have a back line. So you've got to work out whether you're going to hire that or whether you're going to invite your artists to bring it in. And if they are going to bring it in and you've got more than one artist, are they going to share it? Then, is the venue going to provide security, bar staff? Are they going to provide people to man the door when your guests are coming in? Do they have a box office? How is the manifest going to be presented to you? And please make sure that you know what the venue is covering insurance-wise and what you need to cover. So many event managers do not have public liability insurance, and that is just wrong. Make sure that you are covered. So there we are. Only take on what you can achieve and make sure that you're doing it in the right venue. The next thing to do is to plan. Plan it to the last minute and to the last penny. Make sure that within your budget, you know exactly who you are paying and for what. So many people fly by the seat of their pants and don't really know until after the event even what they've promised to people or what they should have been paying. That is just wrong. You should know to the penny who you're going to pay and what they're going to deliver for you. If you're going to do a deal with your artists where you're going to do a split of the door, you need to make sure that all of that is tied down in advance. You've got to be fair to those people that are going to get up on stage. And the second thing is, when it comes to planning, is timing. What time are you going to meet at the venue? What time is your get-in? What time can the artists come in, bring in and deliver their instruments? What time can your backline arrive if you've hired it? And what is your sound check schedule? You need to know exactly when your sound engineer is going to be in, when he's going to have the stage set up, and then how you're going to sound check your bands. Most people do it so the headliner checks first so that it's perfect for them, and then they work it through so that the person who's going to be first support is last to sound check. So in your spreadsheet, you've got money coming in, budget, money going out, which is usually absolutely sure, so you usually know what you're going to spend but you don't know what you're going to make, and then all of your timings. The next thing that's really essential is marketing, because a gig is nothing without an audience. And we've all heard it from every artist and band. Please put me on, I'll bring a load of fans. Well, will they? Can they? Even should they? Whose responsibility is it to make sure that the venue is full? When you go to the right venue, they should have their own marketing. Then you, as the promoter, should have your marketing, and then the band or artist should have their marketing. And you need to put your foot to the floor from day one and never let up. Until you put the sold out sign up, the gig is not really finished being marketed, and use every trick in the book. So the last thing is execution. On the night, you don't have to execute anybody, but on the night, make sure that what you deliver is an amazing experience for the artists and the audience. When you invite or you welcome an artist into a venue that you're running or an event that you're running, treat them like a rock star. That's what they all want to be. It doesn't matter what genre of music they're playing, they all want to be treated with respect. And let's face it, they deserve respect. If you've invited them up on your stage, they're not there by accident, they're talented. Respect that talent, give them what they need, don't make them anxious, make them feel absolutely brilliant about what they're about to do, and then make sure that the audience feels really good about what's about to happen and what has happened. You need to have that energy, that enthusiasm. If you're comparing the night or you've brought in a compare, you know, in a small acoustic venue, it does no harm to tell the audience, you know, guys, shut the fuck up, right? This is a gig. It's all about the artists. Please listen in, show them some respect. Bigger venues, much harder to control exactly what's going on in the room. But if you handle it properly, you should be able to get across that the reason that you're here is to listen to the band and not actually catch up with all of your mates. So that's my 5 tips for organising a great event. I hope that helps.